stretch back. Find a nice long spine. I want you to really focus on your spine today, right? So it starts at the back of the neck and goes all the way down to the tailbone, right? And just imagine creating lots of space between each of those bones in your spine. Filling it with breath. Right, so your gaze is at the back edge of your mat. Your fingers and toes are spread. Anything touching the mat is energized, pressing down. Hips are lifting up. And go ahead and take a nice little bend, a deep bend actually in your knees. So you really feel something going on in your calves and the back of your thighs. And then lengthen your heart wall down towards the mat a little bit more. Good, a bend in your knees always allows you to stretch your spine, and straight legs allow you to stretch your hamstrings, right? So right now we're gonna stretch our spine, lifting our tailbone up and pulling our heart wall down. Good, take a breath in here, and then straighten the legs. Go ahead and bend one knee and then the other, kind of focusing on your hips here, moving them from side to side. Just waking up your body. And then bring your feet together to touch. Your toe mounds are touching. You're gonna lift through the right hamstring. You're gonna float out to a high plank with that hamstring lifted. Right, see if you can even up your hip bone, so roll that right hip down, kick through the right heel. Good, looking right down between your thumbs, take a breath in, and then stretch back, find your one-legged dog, bend the knee, point that kneecap up to the sky. Yawning your hips open here, good morning hips. Take a breath in, and let it go. Look forward, step your right foot forward. Leave your left hand down, swing your right arm to the sky. Just a nice open stretch here. Hand comes down, your feet come together to touch. Down dog. Lift through your left leg. Float out, find a high plank with the left leg lifted. Angle that left hip down. Kick through that left heel. Looking right down at your hands. Pushing away from the mat. So we're not letting our shoulders fall down. We're pushing away strongly. Good, one more breath here. Stretch that leg up, bend the knee, point that kneecap up to the sky, stretch. Good, and then step that left foot forward. Leave the right hand down, swing the left hand up to the sky. Just a nice twist in the spine. Good, bring your left hand down, step your right foot forward, and hang here in your ragdoll. Opposite hand to opposite bicep, and we're stretching our spine down over our legs. So a little bend is fabulous here, right? Today we're going to stretch our spine. Move from side to side. Then come to the center and tip forward onto your heel, onto your toes, lift your heels. And then back onto your heels, lift your toes. And keep going forward and back. And just notice, whoops, someone's tipped over there. Just notice what has to happen in your body to hold you in place, to not tip over. Right, all the muscles automatically working for you. Good, now press into your feet. Lift your arms up to the sky. Stretch back, look to your fingertips, go all the way back. And then hands to heart center, take a moment here. As we always start our class, we take a moment to drop into intention, to drop into gratitude. Good, set your intention, send out some gratitude. Right, we had a lot of beautiful celebrations over this past week. Maybe focus in on one of those if that's within your religion. Good, take one more deep breath in. And let it go. Let's sweep our arms up to the sky. Send our hips forward, stretch through the fingers, open your heart here. And then bow forward, right through your midline, right? And now bring your hands to your shins for this first one, because we really want to give ourselves the opportunity to stretch our spine, right? So press against the shins and pull your heart wall forward. Now pull your belly button up to your spine. Good, you feel really nice and energized. Can you feel from your tailbone through the top of your head, a nice stretch here, right? We're working against gravity here. Right, we're reclaiming our spine. So take one more breath, one more stretch, shoulders away from the ears, plant the hands, step back and find your first high plank, holding it here. Bring your knees down, bend your elbows backwards, and we're slowly gonna go to the floor. Not even close yet, right? Nice and slow. Feel your biceps, feel your triceps, feel your chest. Nice and slow, still an inch from the floor. We're not there yet. Now we're on the floor. Roll your shoulders back, lift just your chest up and leave those hips on the floor. Feel this at your lower back. Good. So this is just cobra, baby cobra, right? So all the way up is full cobra, but maybe we're not ready for that right now, right? It's the end of the weekend, first day. It's the first day of the week. It's very confusing. Take one more breath here. Now come all the way down, tuck your toes. Lift those hips up. Try to let your gaze go back last. Take a breath in and a breath out. Step your left foot forward, step your right foot forward. Find your personal flat back. So maybe the fingers stay to the mat, maybe your hands come up to the shins. See what works. Exhale, fold and squeeze your heart to your thighs. Inhale, stretch up, send those hips forward, stretch the fingers back, open up your heart and bow. Flat back, lengthen, hands plant. Go ahead, take it back. You can even jump back. High plank to your low plank. Upward facing dog. Remember up dogs, bring those hips forward, open across your chest, energize those legs. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, stretch. Breath. Notice your gaze. Look to the front, step, or maybe you take a quiet jump this time. Press into your hands as you're jumping. Flat back here, exhale, heart to the thighs, inhale, arms to the sky, stretch again, lift your heart and bow. Just feel your spine working back and forth, it's so great. Taking it down, using your breath, beautiful. Right, onto the balls of those feet. You might not land exactly in an aligned downward facing dog, so make sure you walk those feet forward or back to get onto the balls of the feet. Look to the front and float. Flat back here, arms to the sky. Stretch through the fingers and we'll flow one more time. Are you using your breath? Good. So we're all in downward facing dog. Let's take a big step forward with our right foot, float our left heel down, coming into our warrior, right? Roll that right hip back, left hip forward, knee over the front ankle, and your weight is dispersed between both legs. A lot of times in these poses, you really concentrate on the front leg, which is normal because you're trying to bend it, but don't forget about this back leg. Squeeze this left muscle to the bone and roll the outer edge of that left foot down into the mat. Pull the right hip back and rotate the left hip forward, and then lift your arms up to the sky. Don't take your shoulders with this though. Press through your front heel and your back heel evenly. Good, stretch those fingers to the sky. Squeeze the palms towards each other. One more big breath here, lengthen and take this back. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. Down we go. High to low. And back. Beautiful, breath in. And to your warrior one on your left side. Pulling the left hip back, right hip forward, and evenly squeezing into those strong leg muscles. Tilt your pelvic bone forward and pull your lower ribs down. Good, set your gaze. Breathing here, sinking a little bit lower. Bottom body stays, upper body stretches and goes back. Heart lifts to the sky, and then down you go. Beautiful. Flow through. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, and then the left. Sink your hips down, stretch your fingers up. Sitting into a chair. Line of energy through your middle finger. Down your arms, down your side waist, down your back. Good, send those hips low. Peel the heart up. Stretch through the fingers. Twirl those pinky is called. Fingers towards each other as we stretch. Sit down. Good. One more breath, one more stretch. Nice job. Bow it out. Flat back here. Hands plank, take back. High plank to your low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Step forward with your right. Rise up. Okay, this time we're going to take our arms in back of us. Interlace your fingers. Pull the knuckles back. Feel the opening across your heart. Just hold this here. Press through your front heel. Squeeze your back left thigh. Good. Now let those knuckles trace down your back thigh as you puff your heart up. And then come forward, hover your right shoulder right inside that right kneecap. Both shoulders are squared, you're looking down at your front toe. Find the outer edge of that back foot, pull the knuckles back, opening across your chest here. I know you feel this in your right thigh, it's okay. It's only a few more moments. One more breath, drop your head, knuckles to the sky, squeeze. Open up your chest, one more breath here, right hand comes down, left hand forward and opens. Roll the left shoulder back. Take the arm with it. Nice, one more breath, one more spin open here. Let's take it down. High plank, you already feel that, right? In that right leg, it's so good. Downward facing dog, breath in. And out, let's step forward with the left foot, big step. Press down, lift up here. Warrior one. Right, as if you're swimming through thick water. Interlace those fingers, press through the front heel, press through the back heel. Open your heart up, right? Oh, this feels so good. Trace those knuckles down your back thigh as you puff your heart up, look up. Breathe. Good. And then inside that left kneecap, right? Looking down at the mat, you can feel if your hips are even. Pull that left hip back, rotate the right hip forward. Looking straight down at your mat, building muscle in that left thigh. Help that left leg out by pushing your back outer edge of your right foot into the mat. Now drop your head, knuckles to the sky, rinse out those shoulders. Big breaths here. Good, float that left hand to the floor, sweep the right hand forward, and peel your upper body open here. Roll the top right hip back with the right arm and shoulder. Big breath flooding your body to the floor. Here we go. Through your vinyasa. Good. Stretch it back. Breath in and out. Float to the front or step. Flat back here. Sink it down. Chair pose. Squeeze and bow. Flat back, lengthen. Hands go down. Step it back. High plank. Too low. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog here. Right foot steps. Lift up. Hands to heart center. Open up. Find that warrior. So your palms are pressing down as if into a tabletop. Right? And then just feel it. Pressing. Good. Front knee over the front ankle. Energizing this back thigh. Pulling this belly button in. Beautiful. Flip the front palm up and back we go. Stretch. Bend. One more breath. Take her down. High plank. Too low. And back we go. Breath in. Let's all open our mouth, make some noise. Ha. Fabulous. Left foot steps. Press down to rise up. Hands to heart center, open. Stretch. Gazes over that front middle finger. Sink down even lower. Feel your heels, flip your front palm, go back. Look up, maybe see your top fingers. Stretch. One more breath. Take her down and around. High plank to low. And finding home base, downward facing dog, or all over strengthener here. Just getting your breath. Making sure you're back on the balls of the feet, pressing evenly through all fingers. Head's nice and relaxed. Good. Let's take the feet together to touch. Lift the right leg up, bend the knee. Peel it open, stay here, or go ahead, flip your dogs. Feet face towards the edge of your mat, back edge of your mat, right hands up and over your head. Open heart to the sky, keep on stretching. Look at your right fingers stretching down to the floor. Knees over the ankles, lift your heart up, and let's peel it back over. Bring your ankles together in a high plank. And now decide what is in your practice here. Do you want to bring that knee down for side plank? Nice and supportive, not hurting your body, but still getting the stretch. Or ankle on top of ankle, lifting that left hand high. Wobbling, falling is fabulous. Look up, breathe. Wherever you are, lift that top hip up. Good, and then maybe lift the top leg up. Good, holding here. One more breath. Over we go. Left foot lift, right foot lift, excuse me. Step it forward and through. Find your crescent lunge. Both sets of toes are forward. Knee over the ankle. Back hamstring activated. Pelvic bone tucked. Arms to the sky. Pressing down through your front heel. Good, just holding this here. Hands to heart center. Elbows are lifted, they're not drooping, they're lifted, stretching. Long spine again, we're working our spine today. Twist, hook that left elbow deep, press away and spin. Pull the thumbs into the center of your heart. They might not go there right now, but that's the direction we're coming in so we can open up our chest. Good. So we're spinning. One more breath. Now, go ahead, open your hands. Bottom hand, left hand touching something solid. Block, floor, book, little dog, whatever, child. Keep on spinning, open. One more breath here. Down we go. Back we go. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Remember, child's pose is yours anytime you want it. All right, let's go with the left foot. Step that left foot forward. Both sets of toes. No. Yeah. No. Sorry. Left foot to the sky. Excuse me. Bend the knee open here. Stay here the whole time, just stretching open your hips. It feels so good. Or flip it. Right? So your flip dogs, your toes face that back edge of your mat. And your chest is open to the sky. Trying to even up shoulders and hips and stretching over your head. Don't let the knees drift away from the ankles. Push them back. Don't forget to breathe here. Right? Sometimes in challenge we stop breathing. One more breath and I'll flip it over. Right? Decide what's happening on this side. Legs out or bottom knee down. Float the right hip up to the sky. Making an arc with your body. The top hip is the start here. Breathing. Maybe look up and see your right thumb. Maybe lift your right leg up. 5, 4. Lift. 3, 2, and 1. Come back over. Now your left foot lifts and steps forward, finding your crescent lunge. Get the hips under. Sink down into that front foot. Beautiful, everybody. I see you. Hands to heart center. Stretch over that spine. Long, long spine. Twist, hook, and spin up. Okay, so what's happening here? You're nudging this left knee over towards your big toe. You're feeling a stretch on the outside of this left thigh. You're lifting through the back hamstring. You're bringing your thumbs to the center of your heart. You're spinning. Don't let your head drop forward or back. Try to line it up with your neck. Good. One more breath. Now that bottom hand comes down to touch something. Left hand spins. Look up and see a thumb over your nose. Right? You know your shoulders are lined up here. And take this left shoulder back. Good. Keep on spinning. One more breath here. Nice. Step it back. Go through your flow. Downward facing dog for a few breaths here. If you want to turn this into a child's pose, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, we're breathing energizing and relaxing our body at the same time with our breath. Right? Just making this practice what we want it to be. Right? Your choice. Take a breath in and a breath out. Let's take a big step forward with the right foot. Rise up, warrior one, open to your warrior two. Right, same thing. Roll those shoulders down your back, pull these ribs in. Now, can you squeeze all of your muscle onto the bone? Just feel like if somebody came over and tried to poke you over, you wouldn't even move. You've got this. Right, this is our fierce warrior two stance. Right? One more breath here. Let's flip it back. Let's look up at our top fingers here. You can do a little mudra with your thumb and middle finger if you'd like. One more breath here, and then come into your extended side ankle. Elbow to knee, block or floor. Left hand sweeps forward and opens here. This right butt cheek, pull it down to your left heel, the back heel. Find that. Pull it. Yeah. You find more engaged. Relax your toes. Lower ribs are pulling. Look up, see your thumb. Good, one more breath here, arm over the head. Now, let's welcome our abs into this story, right? Pull your belly button back. Lift your right hand parallel to your left. Stretch as if you're holding a beach ball between your palms. You've got this, great. Keep on twisting those ribs. 2 and 1, come into your bind. Full bind or half bind, whatever place you take it from. So many choices, go for it. If you're full binding, stay away from the crotch area, right? You need to be back by the thigh so you can twist. Good, and just breathe it out for 5. Twist those left shoulders back, 4, 3, 2, wow, feeling this, and down we go. Whew. High plank, 2 low, lift through those inside thighs, and back we go. Take a breath in, and let some energy out. That's nice and relaxed, good. Nice. All right, we're pumping. Left foot, step it. Rise up, find your warrior 2. Sink down into this, right? Squeeze muscle onto bone, and stand into your toes, stand into your body. Gaze open across your chest. Flip, let's send it back. And then come into your personal extended side angle. Elbow, block floor. Right hand sweeps and opens. Relax your toes. Roll this right hip back, take it with the right shoulder. Left butt cheek, pull it towards the back heel. Use your glutes, they're strong. One more breath here, take your arm over your head. Now adhere your back edge of your back foot to the mat and lift your left hand parallel to your right and twist those ribs. 5, 4, kick through the back leg, stretch through the fingers. 3, 2, and 1, take your bind here. Keep pulling that left butt cheek towards the back heel. You've got this. 3, keep on spinning. 2, and 1. Woo, look down to the floor, good job. High plank, 2 low. And let's take our knees wide. Child's pose, right? Feel that good work you've already done, right? You've already shifted your body. Just in these first 12 or so minutes of class. Lengthen your tailbone back. Good. All right, let's stretch our shoulders a bit. We're going to come into puppy. So your knees are underneath your hips. You're going to keep your bum up. You're going to straighten your arms out. Then you're going to rest your chin on the mat, looking forward. You're feeling this in your shoulders. Butts up, pull back, pull your armpits down towards the mat. Get your shoulders away from your ears. And look at the front edge of your mat for 5, 4. Breathe in here, 3. 2, and 1, right? You just got rid of all that stress in your shoulders. Take a breath in. Let it go. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press into your hands, downward facing dog. Excellent. Look to the front, step or hop. Coming into our chair pose. Okay, so we're going to do a seated twist. Arms to the sky, sitting down into this. Hands to heart center, sit your butt down low. Stretch, twist, hook that elbow deep, and spin from here. Hips are down and back. Heart is higher than your hips. Can you do that? Find your heart higher than your hips. Don't let that left knee sink forward. Keep on spinning on the axis of your spine. Lengthen your heart wall forward. And then go ahead and split the hands. Bottom hand down, top hand open. Send your butt down even further. Twist your heart up to the sky. You've got it. Keep spinning. And breathing. And then release. Take your feet wide. Get your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe. Don't put your thumb down as a kickstand here. Keep it up. Find your flat back, take your hips forward over the ankles, and then melt your heart to your thighs, elbows to the side wall, squeeze in. You're trying to pull your torso through to the other side. Big breaths are lengthening your heart wall down to the floor. Good, and then the exhales are squeezing in deeper. One more breath here. Lower your bum, deep yogi squat. Elbows in to your legs, hands to heart center, right? You should be able to move your toes around here. You're back on your heels. And this is a perfect place to go ahead and drift right into your crow, right? So come on in. Remember, we gotta tip forward. We gotta bring those elbows over the wrists. All of this goes forward. Keep on going forward. Look forward and then take off. You've got it. 8, 7, 6. Push into the hands. 5, 4. Bring your toes together if you're up. Big toe mounts touch. 3, 2, and 1. Feet go back down. You come up. Hands to heart center. Breath in. Open your mouth. Good, good, good. Okay, down we go. Sit. Sit back. Lift the heart up. Stretch to the fingers. Everything working together here. Yoga is full body, full body. Sit back. Hands to heart center. Stretch that spine long. Twist to the other side. So check out your knees. That right knee is going to try to creep forward. That's going to take all of your hips out of alignment. So keep those knees together. Send the butt back and down, and then peel your spine up. Now flood your body with breath. Big breaths in and out. Send your butt further down. Ooh, we're feeling this. Lift your toes off the mat. And then open up those hands, spin open. 5, 4. Keep on spinning, you've got this. 3, and 2, and 1. Hang over your feet again. This time we're going to take gorilla. So you're going to take your palm all the way underneath your foot, your big toes all the way up to your wrist. You're going to press down with your feet as much and as equally as you're pulling up with your hands. That creates a nice resistance that you can just stretch right down into. Lengthen the heart wall forward and down, and breathe. For 5, 4, keep lifting the hips. 3, pulling the heart through. 2, and 1. Again, down we go. Can you bring your thumbs to the center of your heart and work those inner thighs open? Pull your back muscles up and grow through the top of your head. Nice. Breathing here. Okay, let's go ahead and tip forward into crow number 2. Inside the legs, or if you're like to work the back of the arms, go ahead and try that out, right? You come from a higher position here. Now this will also depend on what you have on your legs. If you have slippery fabric or nothing on, like shorts, it's gonna be really hard to do this. So you should either be in your regular crow or you're gonna tip forward. Try to keep those knees into the armpits. Tip your weight forward, and then we're just lifting our feet here, or crane they call this as well. Oopsie. Finding your balance, lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come down. Everybody comes up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful job. Breath in. Open your mouth. Right into our balances. Right leg up and over. Right arm under. I can't see your floors, but I'm wondering, did you guys get your blocks and straps? Or are they on their way from Amazon? Right? We need those. Good. Sink down a little bit lower. You've got it. Come on out. Left knee up and over. Remember, those of you who live close to me, you're more than welcome to borrow one of my blocks. Just let me know. Forearms pulling forward, sink down lower into this. One more breath here. Let's come on out. Let's go into our dancer. Left hand high, open right shoulder. Reach back at your foot, bring your knees together. Set your gaze, stand up tall in your body. Right, find your balance first. Right, so we don't go into these poses off balance. That's gonna be hard. First we find our balance. And then we play with it. So the back foot's gonna go up, and that means the front body's gonna tilt in response. Try to keep the hips even, lifting up through the foot as you tip forward. One more breath here, push down through that standing leg though, and come on down, beautiful. Let's do the other side. Right arm up, open left shoulder. Careful here, open left shoulder. Reach back at your foot, find your balance first, set your drishti. You've got it. And then push up from here. Lift those toes to the sky. Keep your eyes in the same place. This is where we work and practice our focus. Good, one more breath, one more stretch. Come on down. Good, good, good. Okay, let's hug our right knee in, lengthen our tailbone down, and then ease that knee over to the side. Can you feel the opening across your heart? Yeah, good. So we'll just stand here for a moment. Can you feel your heel and the ball of your foot pressing into the floor? Right, so just standing up straight, feeling this. And then reach down, get your right big toe. And this could be where you stay. This is great. Working balance, working strength. Or you can ease that hamstring out. Open it across your chest. Good, one more breath here. Let's hug that knee in and bring it to the front. It's still bent. And then take the left hand across the right knee and watch our right thumb go to the back of your mat. Okay, this is working your balance here. Good stuff. Good, keep on twisting. One more breath here. Arms go up to the sky. Keep that leg up, keep that leg out. Now, even up your hips and pull your toes to the sky. Straighten your arms, holding it here. Press down evenly through that standing left foot. Yeah. One more breath, hug it in, and fly. Lifting the right back foot up. Good, one more breath here. Hands to heart center, hover, standing split, right foot to the sky. Now we're gonna do some curtsies. So that top knee is gonna come to the back of the left knee. You're gonna crouch down, look forward, and do a little curtsy. And keep it up for 3. Curtsy, look forward for 2. One more time here. Come all the way down to the floor. The right knee's bent, the left knee is on top. We're coming to cow face here. Okay, so if you haven't done cow face, both kneecaps are facing the front. You have your left knee bent on top of your right knee. You're gonna try to settle those hips down to the floor and pull your belly button in. You should feel this in your hips, yes? Don't forget about your spine. Standing up nice and tall. And then we can just move this energy forward, getting a nice stretch here. Push your hips back and down as you're stretching forward. Good, one more breath here, one more stretch. We're gonna lay onto our backs. I'll do the side view. We're gonna grab onto our ankles and lay onto our backs and pull our knees into our heart and pull your feet out to your side walls. You can rock from side to side. I'm feeling this mostly in the outside of my left thigh. Good. One more breath here, one more squeeze. Unhook your knees and rock on up to a stand. Voila, good job. Okay, let's do the other side. So right hand out for balance, left knee hugs in, stand up nice and tall. Press through the standing leg, row through the top of your head. Got it. Fabulous. And then guide that knee out to the side. Try not to take your hips with you, right? We don't want to take the whole body to the side. We're keeping our hips forward and just inviting our knee to the side. Stand up tall through your body. Breathe. And so we're just holding this here, setting our gaze, keeping our mind right here in this moment. Now bring that knee forward, take your right knee to the outside, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand out in front of you and watch it go. All the way to the back. This is challenging. One more twist here. And then look forward, whoops, hold that balance and kick through that left leg as you push down through your right. Good, lift those toes up. Fabulous. Good job. One more breath. Hug it in. And off you go, you're flying. Fingers stretch to the back. Heart pulls to the front. You're balancing on that strong right leg. Good. Hands to heart center. Hover. And down you go here. Stretching that left leg to the sky. Taking big flooding breaths here. That top knee is going to come to the back of the right knee. You're going to look forward and lower your hips for 3. Stretch it up. For 2. Stretch it up. For 1. And all the way down we go. Left knee on the bottom, right knee on top for cow face. Stack them. Notice this might feel completely different on this side. Right, we're going to relax those hips down. Lift our heart up. You just, no matter what yours looks like, you could be all the way up, it doesn't matter. Or if this is too much, you could just be crossing your ankles here, right? And then just breathe into where you're feeling sensation, and then let's come forward. Send your hips back and down as you come forward and flood the area of your body with breath. That might be talking to you right now and saying, hey, what? No, keep coming in. One more breath, one more squeeze. And then we grab onto our ankles and we fall back onto our back. Pull our feet out to the side wall. I'll get my butt through here. Knees in, squeeze. You can rock from side to side, and I'm feeling this on the outer edge of my right butt, right thigh. Right? You might feel it differently, that's okay. One more breath here. Bring your knees together, hug them in. Bring your knees to the right, put your hands over your head. Nice, easy supine twist here. And then go to the other side. Nice. Good, one more breath here. Come to the center. Okay, so we're already ready for our first set of abs. Don't worry, I have not forgotten no push-ups, but we're already down here, so on our back, so let's do our sit-ups here. The first ones are going to be super easy. I'm going to lull you into a sense of security. Just kidding. But these are going to be easy. We're just working our side obliques here. We're just going to reach with our left hand down as far down the foot as we can reach, come to the center, and do the same thing on the right side, right? And just try to exaggerate each side. I like to lift the left elbow up as I'm reaching with the right, coming to the center. So let's all go. Here we go. For 10, center, 9, keep on switching. 8, 7, make the most of it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. That wasn't too bad. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Okay, feet on the floor, fingers at the back of your skull. We're going to lift up for 3, 2, 1, and then put your hands down on the mat. Shoot your feet up into the sky for 3, 2, 1. Reverse crunches, and then up for 3. Look at the ceiling, 2, and 1, and shoot your feet up for 3, and 2, and 1. Keep on going. Let's do a few more sets. Feet up in the air. One more, last one. Feeling it now. Good job, everybody. Excellent. Let your knees fall over to the side, right side, put your hands over your head. Breath in, breath out. Go over to the other side. And then come on up. Let's work our sit-ups, our push-ups. So important for our arm strength. Whew. Here we go. Feet up, here we go. Quick, 12 down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either do another set of those, or we're going to do dolphin push-ups. Dolphin push-ups, feet up, shoulders over the wrists, butt up in the air. So we're either back to regular ones, or you're looking forward and moving your chin down towards the mat for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you are, child's pose. Come on in. Stretch those fingers out. Pull the hips back. Walk your hands off to the right side of the mat. Put your left hand on top of your right and pull your left hip along. Stretching your left side body. Fabulous. To the center. You guys are doing great. Time just flies over to the other side, left side. Pull the right hip back. One more breath here. Let's come on up and roll on. Let's roll onto our belly. We're going to do one of these, and then we're going to roll onto our back. So we're going to do some more back strengtheners. Today's theme is kind of your back. So let's do a few of these. Stretch your fingers back. Make sure your heels are not falling to the side walls, but are pointing to the sky. Find the inside of your thighs. Fire those suckers up. Pull your heart wall forward. Stretch your toes back. And now lift everything off the mat except for your hip bones. Keep on going. Looking forward and down, right? Nice long neck. Shoulder blades are going to lift even more. Peel another set of ribs off that mat. Peel it off. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Come on down. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Choice, do another one of those, or bend your knees. Reach back at your ankles or tops of your feet. If you have your ankles, flex your toes, please. Knees are in back of your hips, and we're going to peel everything up here for bow. So we're pressing back onto our quads, and we're lifting our heart up. Send those toes to the sky. You've got it. 6, 5, rocking helps. 4, 3, lift to your highest point here, hold, and come on down. Hands come forward, knees bend, windshield wiper. This is delightful. We'll just do this for a bit. Close your eyes. Now we're just going to flip right onto our backs. And we're going to do bridge. once, and then you can do another bridge, or you can work with me on pressing up into your wheel. So just as a reminder, bridge is this, wheel is this, but wheel can start here, and you can practice for a while there. Okay, so let's all do a bridge first. Knees are over your ankles, lift your bum up, interlace your fingers, and now roll onto each shoulder and don't look side to side. Now you are looking only at the ceiling. We want to protect the neck here. Pull the knees forward and lift your heart wall up and back towards your nose. It's an upper body bend, so work this. Press the fist and forearm into the floor, breathing fully into those lungs. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, press into the shoulder blades, lift a little bit more, 2, and 1, come on down. Another one of those for 10, or you're gonna flip around and start working on your wheel. So pressing up for wheel, either you press all the way up or you come first to the tippy top of your head, but you're super pressing into your arms. You are not putting all of your weight onto your head at all. It's just like a little light kickstand there, to just a placeholder. Push into your hands, push into your feet. And if you have it, push all the way up. Anyway, we're about at 6, 5, 4, 3, you've got it. Wherever you are, come to the highest, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, come on down, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, hands on the heart, hands on the belly, close your eyes. Breathe. All right, that's a lot. Good, good work. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, bring your knees together. Grab the back of your thighs, rock up and find a boat pose. Loop your shoulders down your back, straighten up your legs. Lift your heart up and let go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soles of your feet together, knees out to the side. Scoot your bum up to your heels and stretch down over your legs. Push your elbows into your inner thighs and get a little bit more stretch here. Right, push the hips back and stretch forward. Fabulous. Let's do a nice wide straddle. Try to get the entirety of your leg onto the floor. Push it down. Flex your toes, pull your belly button in, and lift through the top of your head. So I'm pushing my hip bones down, and I'm lifting my spine long. Shoulders down your back. Flex those toes and really push the back of your legs into the mat. And now take a little walk forward. Thinking about putting your belly button down on the mat. Don't think about putting your head down on the mat. Think about putting your belly button down on the mat. That's going to keep the length in your spine. Fabulous. Keep on stretching. As you stretch forward, push those hips back and down. Move the shoulders away from your ears and go as low as you can go. Good. Just stretching and breathing into the space for 5. On the breath out, remember, we're pulling forward. On the breath in, no, on the breath in, we're pulling forward. On the breath out, we're going deeper. Right? Just that micro space that you're claiming here. So good. Good. One more breath, one more stretch. Come on up, and let's turn towards the right foot. Really twist your spine, flex your toes, and ease down over that right leg. Try to keep your shoulders even here. If you can reach your foot, go ahead and get it, because you can pull against it. Now, left hip and left butt cheek, I bet, is lifting off the mat, right? Our body's tricky that way. It wants to get out of the sensation. So push it back down and reach from it. Good. One more breath. Grab onto that right big toe, put your right elbow inside the knee, take the left hand up to the sky. Another chance to spin and rinse our spine. Take your arm over your head. Lower ribs, pull them across the thigh. And maybe stick out your right thumb and grab it with your left hand. Grab your right big toe. Push that left butt cheek down. One more breath. Mine has left the mat. It is not cooperating. That's okay. One more breath. Come on up. Whew. Right? You really feel that. All right, let's spin to the left. And grab forward. Try to even up those shoulders. Right? You're feeling this right in that hamstring. Feels so good. Pushing the right butt cheek down as we stretch forward. Nice, everybody. Good. And then grab onto that left big toe, bring that elbow to the inside, sweep the right hand up. Lower ribs, pull them across, right? So your chest wall is facing the phone, the monitor, whatever you have on here. Right? The shoulders are lined up and you're pulling down. Good. Right? Things just stretch. The more you do, the more space you have. One more breath. Come on up. Oh, okay, now go to the center again. Right? Enjoy that beautiful space you've created. Pulling the heart wall forward on the breath in, exhaling on the breath out. Okay, let's come on up. Bend your right knee and swing your left leg and back with you. Coming into your pigeon. So we're going to work around with this pigeon a bit. To the side view. If you have a strap handy, maybe grab it before you come in. Okay, so remember your right knee and your right hip are lined up with the right side of your mat. Check in with your hips. Chances are your right hip's more forward than your left. That means you have to spin. You have to twist your left hip forward. Right butt cheek is touching something. Hopefully you're not going to sit on your front right heel. Try to move it out of the way. Lift your heart up and a slow walk down to the mat. Keep pushing your hips evenly back, forehead to the mat. And pretend like in class I'm coming around and pushing down on your hips. Right? You can create that tension for yourself. So just create weight pushing down and forward, just stretching your spine. Stretching your right hip, and just be here for 10 breaths. Do nothing. But stay right here on your mat. Do not time travel, forward or back. Stay right here. Practice doing that. Practice being in the present moment. 8 more breaths. Okay, bring your hands back to the mat, peel your heart wall up. Okay, this is where a strap might come in. If you don't have one, don't worry. Bend your back knee. You're gonna reach back and get that left foot, front of the foot. You're pulling with your left palm towards your back, and you're feeling this, yes, in the quad. Now, if you have space, maybe hook it with the elbow. Keep squeezing. And then maybe you lift your right hand up. And then maybe you reach around and make a connection. So a strap will help here too. And then turn and twist towards the front. Right? So wherever you are, you might be back here. That's good. It's all liberation. Good. One more breath. Wherever you are, squeeze. And then we're going to transition. Keep a hold of this left leg, because we're going to transition this up and over, coming into double pigeon. What is double pigeon? Your right shin shifts to the front of the mat. You're making a right angle with your right leg. And then you're just going to ease this left ankle right past that right knee. Right past, not a deep pass, just right past it, to try to square up your knees here. You're trying to relax this left knee down on top of your right ankle. So here you might have a block. If this is really bothering your hips, go ahead. Put a support right here, right? But we're trying to send our hips back and down evenly. And then maybe lean forward a little bit. Experiment with this. Go ahead and flex those toes. And lift out of the spine. So you're stretching the spine forward and down, maybe looking down at your mat and enjoying the stretch here for 4. Flood your body with breath. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Okay, your left leg is going to stay in front, and you're going to swing that right leg back long. Look over at your left knee and hip. It's lined up with the left side of your body. As you get more space, the left shin is going to come parallel to the front of the mat. You might not be there right now. It's okay if it's bent in. Try not to sit on your heel though. Left block underneath your left butt, or a towel works beautifully there. Expand your spine up and slowly come into this pose. Even up those hips. Head comes down last. And then just mindfully relax everything down into the mat. Get super heavy here. Using your weight to stretch your body open. Check in with your jawline, nice and relaxed. Tongue is relaxed. Pull the left hip back, rotate the right hip forward, and press both down towards the mat. Feel that opening in the outer edge of your left leg. So good. Nice. Hands to the mat, lift your heart up. Reach back, now you're bending the right knee back. Remember, your body's different on both sides, so this might be easier, or it might just be a completely tighter situation. I know it is for me. Right, so I'm respecting my body. I'm not going to pull anything just because my head wants me to get deeper into this, right? So just see, play around with this. You're squeezing, you're opening up the hamstring, the quad. Squeeze it in. I'm not even getting close, that's fine. Take one more breath, one more spin here. And then bring this right leg up and around. First, we square the left shin to the front. Bring the right ankle over the left knee, get the hips down on the floor, get the spine nice and tall, and as we push our hips down and back, we lean forward, right? Maybe you have a block under here, under this right knee, so you have something to press into. And we're just stretching forward here. Shoulders away, belly button pulled in. Flood your body with breath for 5. Push the hips back and down for 4, 3, stretch 2, and 1. Fabulous. Okay, hug your knees into your heart, tailbone to the floor, soles of the feet to the sky, flex the feet, get your tailbone down, reach up, get your outer edges of your feet, make sure your tailbone's down, and now pull your kneecaps into your armpits. Pull on the soles of the feet. This is so enjoyable. I love this pose. Happy laughing baby. Or dead bug. Kids always love when I say that. Then we go into a philosophical discussion of what you would like to be. All right. Take one more breath. Squeeze down, relax, stretch your legs out long. Right leg down, left leg down, feet wider than your hips. Hands down by your side, roll your shoulders onto your backs, let your bellies relax, Shavasana. Take a deep breath in, let it go. If you want to continue in Shavasana, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, hug your knees into your heart, knees go to the side, and you press up to a tall seat, roll your shoulders down your back. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Take a moment here to acknowledge the space you have created in body and mind. Okay? And we always try to hold on to this as we walk through our day. Let's take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Fabulous job. I will see you all on Wednesday, I hope. See who's here. Oh, so many people here. Bye, friends. Have a fabulous day. Love.